Let's get right into it. Hello and welcome to my 75 Hard Video Journal, where I do hard things for 75 days, then I get on camera and I talk about doing hard things for 75 days. What's going on, people? This video is for Sunday, July 30th, 2023. Also, day 63. Day 63 of my 75 hard journey. That means I got 63 days in the books. 63 days of drinking a gallon of water every single day. 63 days of taking a progress picture every single day. 63 days of eating a clean diet, a keto in my case. 63 days of getting two workouts in every single day, one being outside. And 63 days of reading 10 pages of a nonfiction book. So, 63 days in, 12 days left, man. I'm so close, I can taste it, y'all. 12 days is light work. 12 days is literally nothing. I remember when I was 12 days into the challenge, I was bragging about how easy it was. I really was. I was bragging about how easy the challenge was 12 days into the challenge. So now looking at the outlook, and I've only got 12 days left, I'm excited. I've got newfound energy, and we're gonna crush it. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna crush these 12 days, and then we're gonna take all the lessons that we learned from this, and we're gonna build upon it and become absolute monsters. All right. So that's how I'm feeling right now, y'all. I did the obstacle race yesterday. Got that completed. All that's done now. Now I'm working on the next challenge, y'all. The next challenge is probably I want my next physical challenge. I don't know. I want to do a marathon, right? I want to do a marathon, but I'm gonna take some steps. All right. I don't think I should just go from about a 5K ish to a marathon that quick. So I think the obstacle race I did was about 5K. So maybe I'll do 5K, then maybe a 10K, then a half marathon, then a full marathon, right? So the next one I think is gonna be a 10K. So I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna see where I can get my next 10K in, and that's gonna be the next physical challenge, y'all. And we're gonna crush that. We're gonna kill that. I'm really looking forward to it. The obstacle race was fun. I had a good time. Met some good people actually. Oh, you know what? Now that I mention it, one thing that came to mind is something that was something that came to my mind during okay, I can't speak. Sorry, y'all. This videos are raw and unfiltered. They're completely unedited. So if I jumble my words or whatnot, then it's gonna stay in the video, and I'm gonna have to learn from it. And if I want the quality of my videos to be good, then I'm gonna have to improve. With that said, with that said, yesterday at the obstacle course race, I was checking in, I was registering, getting my number and whatnot, and guess who I saw? I saw one of the guys that I have actually met at a real estate event, and we've been talking back and forth. The youth camp, the youth football camp that I did. I don't know if you guys watched that video, but I did a youth football camp. I did some volunteering work at that. He was the one that directed me to that. So he was there working the registration, and then I saw him again. So that is something that I stress to myself a lot, y'all. Networking. Networking. The more you can go to these type of events and see people that you know around you, the better the networking is. Because if I'm selling myself, right, and this is from the psychology of selling. If I'm selling myself, right, if I'm selling myself as the product, and my product is myself, and the product is myself and whatever I have to offer, then the average person needs to see an advertisement for a product between 5 and 7 times before they actually invest into that product. Now, granted, that's if you have like these, just when you think about a product 5 to 7 times before you actually buy it. If you think about it, let's see, that restaurant, the newest restaurant you went to, you've probably seen or heard about that restaurant between 5 to 7 times, maybe somewhere between 3 and 7. You probably heard about that restaurant 3, 7 times before you were like, you know what, let's go there. Unless it was like word of mouth or something. But this is why networking is so important, because when you can be around, people see you more. When people see you more, they learn to trust you more. They understand, oh, this is the type of person he is. So when someone like that sees me at an event like that, an obstacle race, just competing, he knows I'm about my stuff. I'm here to compete. I'm here to enjoy my life. I'm not just cooped up in the house, just watching TV all day. I'm actually getting active. I'm getting out and participating into the community and doing from pushing myself physically. That's a good look, y'all. That's a phenomenal look, and that is always what I want to give off. I mean, I really want to show off who I am, even though I'm not into social media at all. But in these days when I'm trying to sell myself as a product, it is important for me to be able to show off who I am and show off the value that I bring and show off the type of character that comes along with me and the type of character that you'll get when you work with someone like me, right? So it's really important for me to get that out there. So that's why networking is really important. I'm going to be doing it a lot more. It's really good that when I'm out and about and I see people that I know, it just makes me feel like I'm doing things right, and it gives me more of an opportunity to apply what I have been reading in this book right here, y'all. So this is what you're supposed to do, y'all. You're supposed to take the things that you read, take the things that you learn, and apply them. So psychology of selling. I'm selling myself as a product. I'm using this stuff. I highlight this stuff for a reason. I'm using this stuff. How to win friends and influence people. I'm trying to be more likable. I'm trying to be more relatable. I'm reading this stuff. I'm applying it. Can't hurt me. I just did a race. Can't hurt me. Man, my man David Goggins has done so many marathons, Ultraman marathons and whatnot. I just did a race for the first time in my life. Never done anything like it. Because I'm reading this book and I'm applying it. So it's a beautiful thing, really. Absolutely beautiful thing when you can read and then you can turn what you read into tangible evidence, right? Tangible evidence and tangible things that are helping you progress and helping you get better. Because that's the name of the game, y'all. The name of the game isn't to get rich. The name of the game isn't to get famous. The name of the game isn't to get the nicest things or whatnot. The name of the game is to improve, right? Name of the game is to become the best version of yourself, because you becoming the best version of yourself, everything else just comes with it, right? The money just comes with it. The fame, if that's your thing, it just comes with it. The notoriety and the influence that you have on people, it just comes along with it. It comes along being the best version of yourself. It comes along with being a winner. It comes along with being a person that is about his business, a person that does not get easily distracted by all the nonsense going on in the world, that can really stay laser focused on what he needs to work on and continue to work on that and build upon that and become the best version of himself. So that's all I'm working on, right, man? I'm just working on being the best version of myself from a mental health standpoint, best version of myself from a physical standpoint, the best version of myself in my career as an engineer, the best version of myself in my business as real estate, real estate, the best version of myself communicating with others, the best version of myself being a spouse to my girlfriend, the best version of myself in every aspect of that the best version of yourself can possibly apply. Any measurable stat every measurable stat, I want to be competent. I want to be competent. I don't just want to be competent. I want to be great at it. And the only bad thing about that is that I really need to allocate my time effectively so that I can choose which attribute, which stat I want to work on at the particular moment. Because I've come to realize that you definitely do want to work on everything all at once, right? You don't want to just say, you know what, I'm working on my career, so I'm just going to completely neglect my health. You don't want to do that. You want to work on all of them at the same time, but you want to have one that you're focused on. So let's say, for example, you have 100 hours a week, and you want to split it between. I'm just going to say a couple things. You want to split it between your career, your business, your mental health, your physical health, and your relationships. And that's not just like a romantic relationship, but all relationships, like parents, siblings, networking partners, business partners, all that. Let's say you have those 5 things, right? If you have those 5 things, working 20% of your time on each of those 5 things, you'll definitely improve. But the way I've seen it, the improvement is there because of consistency, but I prefer having one thing that I focus on at a time. So instead of doing 20% for each one of those 5 things, I would scale it back. I would do 10% for 4 of those things that you're not really, don't really want to complete focus on. And then what, 60% is left? 60% on that one thing that you're really trying to focus on. And you can play around with it. Maybe it can be 15, 15, 15, 15. So that'd be what? 15 times 4, that would be what, 60? Yeah, I'll probably do that. 15, 15, 15, 15 for the 4, and then the remaining 40 on the thing that you're focused on. You can do some amount of that. But what happens when you do that is that you really have something you focus on. You have something that you wake up every morning like, you know what, boom, this is what I need to do. So if I'm really trying to cut waste for like a bodybuilding show or something like that, and that's my main focus, that doesn't mean to completely neglect everything else. But when you wake up in the morning and you look into your whiteboard and you have a call to action at the top, it's gonna be boom, that one thing, and that's the same thing you're gonna be focused on, because what you focus on is what you improve. And that's how I would go about doing it, just focus on one thing. That's my rant about about focus and allocating your time effectively to progress and be the best version of yourself. I would like to know what other people think about that. So I'll tap in with the people around me to see what they think about that too, especially the successful ones. But with that said, today's day 63. Yes, today's day 63, and tomorrow's day 64, and that's when I'm gonna catch you guys. Done.